Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining me again. I'm going to give you another video here of me feeding my hungry bins and my red wiggler worms some fresh mushroom compost. Y'all, I picked this mushroom compost up at Lowe's home improvement store. When I bought it, it was $3.98 a bag. This is a 40-pound bag. That comes out, a little less than 10 cents a pound. So, yeah. This is the stuff. I mean, I use it in my gardening all the time anyways, and I found that the worms love it. It makes great bedding, and after the worms are finished with it, y'all, this mushroom compost gets leveled up to the max. I'm telling you. So, y'all, without further ado, let me shake something out here. I already got the bag ripped open, so let me just flip that bad boy over and dump it out for us. Show you what it looks like fresh out the bag. All right, let me get it out the corner there. All right, now let me zoom out a little bit so we can get a little bit better look here. This is what it looks like, fresh out the bag with some kind of foreign object in it. I do not know what that is. What is that? A rock. Look at there. Look at there. A rock. A rock, y'all. So this is the kind of stuff you get when you buy bag compost and stuff. You get a rock. All right. So, but anyways, this is what it looks like when it comes fresh out the bag. It's kind of gray looking, sandy and gray, kind of weird crumbly texture. It feels like sand mixed in with it. Anyhow, all right, stay tuned, y'all. I'll be right back, and I'll show you how I put it in my hungry bins and how much I feed them. I'll be right back. All right, thanks for hanging in there, y'all. And this is what I do. I take my handy dandy. This is a half-gallon tea pitcher that I confiscated. I commandeered from the house. I'm sure my wife appreciates that. I commandeered stuff out the kitchen for the purposes in the shed. That makes total sense, right, everybody? Anyways, this is what I feed my worm bins when I feed them a fresh scoop of mushroom compost. I get my half-gallon at a time. I just pour it right in the middle, just like that right there. Now, if you hang tight, I'm not going to bore you to death with me doing that, but I'll bring you right back after I've accomplished the task. All right, hang tight. Hey, y'all, thanks for hanging in there. I spared you the boring part of it, and I went ahead and I put a half-gallon scoop in each one of the hungry bins, just like this right here. And y'all, now I'm going to show you how I technically and scientifically apply it. All right, pay attention because you don't want to miss a step. If you miss a step, you might mess up the whole process. All right, you ready? Here's the secret sauce. You ready? All right, here it is. All right, we're good to go. We can move on to the next bin now. No, not quite like that. But you wanna try to level it out as best you can and even it out in the bin. See, now this is a reason why I dislike having all this cardboard in the bin. This makes it difficult to maneuver the cardboard around and spread the mushroom compost out evenly. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be able to get over here in this corner with it. I'm just going to spread the cardboard out over this way, and then the next time I go to add mushroom compost, I'll pull back from this direction and I'll add over here. See what I'm saying? So I'll just make it up the next time. So, but yes, cardboard, they love cardboard. It makes great insulation. It keeps the bed nice and moist. And it's a food source. They like to eat it too now. But it just gets kind of in the way. It makes things messy, and I think I got OCD or something, and I prefer not to have it in here. But here we are. Nevertheless, here we are. Yap City, population 1. Welcome. Do you want some citizenship? You want to become part of Yap City? Well, come on, join the channel. All you got to do is click on the subscribe button. Maybe drop us a thumbs up and get something in the comments. Get entered in our silver giveaways. Y'all, I do technical analysis like this all the time of worm farming and... No, I'm just kidding. Technical analysis. Anyhow, I guess what I do is some of what I do may be technical analysis, maybe. Well. I tell you, I sure do appreciate it if you made it this far and you watched me do this menial task of feeding my red wigglers some fresh mushroom compost. Y'all, this stuff is... it's economical. The worms seem to like it. And, I like it. I like it because it's convenient. It's cheap. And I use it along with my other additives and things, to help raise my red wigglers. to make amazing worm castings for my garden. And then I sell the rub wigglers that I don't need for other folks who want to get started in their own vermicomposting journey or worm farming journey. I think that's it. I tell you what, I don't think anybody wants to stick around and watch me spread cardboard back over this stuff. Or do you? Yeah, you do. Hold on. I'll be right back. I forgot one thing. I'm going to add some chicken feed to it. Hang tight, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. As you can see, I got me a 16-ounce cup here that's not quite full to the top with some 16% protein laying crumbles. And, y'all, I don't need to add a whole lot to the bins because y'all know we got a black soldier fly infestation breakout. But I just can't help myself. Whenever I give a feeding of fresh mushroom compost, I always like to top it with just a sprinkling of chicken feed. Now it's going to heat the bin up a little bit right there in the middle when them black soldier flies get at it. So I know it's going to warm up a little bit. So I'm not going to put too much in here. I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit, just like that right there, because I don't want it to get too hot. Y'all hear Jack? Jack says, Lucas, that's chicken feed. That's not worm food. Give it to us, not them. All right. That's it. That's all I'm going to put in there. And if you look, y'all, I used about 2/3 of the cup. So maybe what, 8 or 9, 10 ounces? I don't know. Well, 8 ounces would be half the cup. 2/3 would be about 12 ounces or so. Maybe 10 or 12 ounces is what I used of the chicken feed. So I didn't use very much, just a little bit. And now I'm going to pull that cardboard over all that. And I'm probably going to take these leachate pans down here. And I'm going to pour the leachate that's dripped down in the pans over the top once I button everything up and cover it up. I might even go over there and get a gallon of water and put in my sprayer and spray in here. But after that, that'll be it. They'll be buttoned up until tomorrow, and we'll come back and see what's going on tomorrow. So, if you want to see what happened after one day after a feeding, be sure to tune in. Oh, wait. Tomorrow's Sunday, isn't it? I'm taking tomorrow off. I forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. You'll have to come back Monday for the worm video to check out what's going on. I almost forgot. I'm not working 7 days a week anymore. Jack would have me work 7 days a week, though. You hear him? He's such a slave driver. All right, y'all. Well, hey, if you made it this far, I sure do appreciate it. God bless y'all. And y'all come on back now. You hear?